Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today we're just going to have a little conversation. So I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks. I have been on a vacation. I was hoping that I was going to be doing some sewing, but as you can tell from the sound of my voice, I managed to get myself sick. Therefore, didn't happen. So I thought I would come back and, while I've been sitting there sick, I've been thinking up ideas. Well, I want to make some cases to put glasses in because I have a lot of readers and they don't have any cases. They didn't come with cases, they just came with packages, and I have different sizes. So let me show you what I got. Here are a few of them. I have some more that I haven't even found yet. I'm going to make extra cases, but I want to make a couple of different kinds because I want to make the really easy ones that you just slip them in because those are the fastest ones. But I think I want to make one that's a little more firm because there's been times that the dog has stepped on them, like my daughter's dropped her case on the floor, and when she did, of course, he stepped on them, and there's like no cushioning or anything. It was just two pieces of fabric, like a little, I don't even know if it had foam in it, but anyway, I mean, they didn't break or anything, but we were lucky. Try to make sure they don't fall off the table. That's one of the things I want to do. And I'm going to use, I believe, this fabric here. Hold on, I'm going to put it on the table. There is the Fat Quarter bundle that I got from the Fat Quarter shop. This is what they all look like right here. This is the January Moda Fat Quarter Club. You can, you don't have to join this club, but you can just buy these because I've bought a couple of them. I believe I bought some green ones and I think brown, but I'm not sure if it was brown or it was another color. But I know that I bought some green ones, so I didn't have enough green. But I think I'm going to make I want to make multiple colored cases. I don't want to make all the same, so that's what I thought I would use. So that's one project I'm going to do here pretty soon. And then I bought this cute little thing for, well, actually my daughter picked it up for Bandit, and this is what it says. I thought that was real cute. But even though it's a small, I think is what the size is. Let me look and see if that's what it says. It's small. No, it's medium. Well, we thought it would be fine for him because it's a medium, but I guess he needed a small because it's a little bit too long. So I am going to take it apart and make it smaller for him. So that's another project that I'm going to do this week. I won't be filming that. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on my April blocks. Now, you know that March was the shamrock. So April, I'm going to do April showers. I'm going to put the umbrella, a cloud with some rain coming out. Now, this umbrella, and there's some other, I got this off of this shop. So I went ahead and I printed this paper out so y'all could see it. I want to give her credit for it. That is her shop right there. If you want to go take a look at it, it's called SimpleMomProjects.com. Now, her little Etsy shop, it is for children, but they've got things like rabbits and flowers and all kinds of different things. So, these are like, I believe, Crayola projects so that you can print these out and have your kids color them. But actually, I'm just using it for myself to make this, the block of the month that I do. Each month I'm doing this year for to take to work. So I thought I would do that. So like I said, I went ahead and I've, hold on, I'm going to show you what I'm up to at this point. I've got the prep work done. I took my fusible and I took off one piece and I laid this. Now remember, this is that fabric stabilizer stuff that I'm using. SE114, I believe is what it was called. If my memory serves me right. But I went ahead and copied, or actually drew, because I didn't copy it. I drew, well, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have copied it. Never mind. I mean, you can use your printer if you aren't really good with copying, but, this does not need to be perfect for me. Anyway, so I got some raindrops. Now that you just make up. I mean, I'm sure you can find some online if you want, but they're like little dewdrops. So that's, like this one's a little off. But that's all right. I can round it out. Made a cloud up here so I can have the rain come down on it. I'm not sure which fabrics I'm going to use yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Now, the last time what I did was I took my fabric and put it on here and then cut this out. This time I've done a little bit different because what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach, after I get all these cut out, I'll attach them to fabric. And then the fabric I will probably glue onto my backing. So that's what I'm going to do with that project. All right, so now, you know the bag, I got one from Creative Notions, and I got another bag here. I don't know where I got this one from, but this bag here, I carry this up. This is vinyl right here. Okay, so I carry this up from downstairs, and I bring my iPad and my telephone in it instead of carrying them up individually. So I'm going to make one of these for you guys so I can show you how I make it. And I'm undebatable yet, because remember that vinyl I got that's really, really pretty with the, came in the project, the Creative Notions project, to make that little, I don't know what the heck, some kind of little bag, but I didn't care for the way that looked, but I liked that vinyl because it had the little bees and the houses on it. I think I'm going to make something out of that, but make it a small little bag, maybe just to carry my phone up here. Because sometimes I come up here without my iPad. If I'm going to, I can use my iPad for doing videos, but also I can watch my iPad or the TV. Sometimes I like to have the iPad up here and watch it. So I'm going to show that. Let me go over there and get that vinyl piece and I'll show you. Otherwise, I have some clear vinyl. Now, this is actually blue vinyl. You can get it in different colors. So here is the vinyl, and it's just clear. Comes on the little piece of cardboard. And then this is 12 gauge, durable, flexible. It's a 16 by 1.5 yard roll. And then the one that I was talking about that I got in the Creative Notions was this one here, which had those little bees and the houses and all that on it. And it came with a yellow zipper, and it came with a little bit thicker type fabric, which this would be good to make. I'd like to make something in this. I will try this and see if I can come up with something. Let me see, what else am I going to show you? Hold on. I was going to show you before today the older Singer that I have. Now, it's called a Bel Air, but it's still a Singer machine. And I went ahead, I brought it up. I have it on the other table over there. And I went to open it up, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to oil it first. So then I thought, well, I'll show you all how to oil it. Of course, I can't find my oil. And it has to be machine oil now. You can't use oil that you would use to clean up your cutting boards. You can't use that kind of oil. So you want it to be sewing machine oil. So I got online, I got some oil. Now I think this was like $10, and I'm going to let you see what it looks like. It came with a couple little extra things. This is what the box looks like. And then it had this little foam thing in it here. I got the lid in here. Let me show you. That little box right there. Right here. And then it had these little brushes for application. They were sitting on the side here. And then the oil, whoops, looks like this. And then when you take your top off, you have a little cap right here. That's the dropper part. But let's say that you want to put it specifically in a spot. If that's the case, you want to add this attachment, because that hole's a lot smaller. Alrighty, and it's going to be your choice. Now, mine, and I always have a rag, just a cotton rag set aside, and because you don't have to over oil it, just wherever the hole is. Let's say this was your hole right here, okay, about that size. I'll turn my machine sideways, and then I'll put a little dollop in it. And if it's too much, just take a Q-tip and go like that with it, because it will get down in there. Alrighty. And then and of course, you know, online there's a whole bunch of different YouTube videos that show you where to be putting your oil. I mean, you're not going to oil the whole thing. You're just doing the little dots. But before you sew with it, you'll just run it so that you can hear it, make sure it sounds all right, and then you go from there. Well, anyway, let me show you what else I got, because it helps when you have a machine like that, which doesn't show you where your 1/4 inch is, and a lot of those machines don't have a whole bunch of extra feet. Now this, I like, of course I have a dog on my feet. I lucked out when I show you my machine, I'll show you all the things that came with it, because I believe it had a, oh my gosh, what was the foot? Well, it's got a whole bunch of different feet. So I will show you, because it's the original box. It's super duper old, and you could, wait a minute, head fan on, and one of those little pieces of plastic that were sitting here on this foam fell off. The wind of the fan, which I've got it on the lowest. Anyway, it fell on the floor and I didn't want the dog to jump on it. When I get ready to show you that machine, which is the straight stitch only, it does not have a zigzag, then I will explain where I put my oil. I'll give you an idea so you can look at the whole thing in case y'all have a machine like it. It won't probably be called Bel Air. It'll probably say Singer on it. Okay, and I'll talk a little bit about that more when I show you that machine. And now also, the last video that I did the shamrock in, when you use fusible, it has sticky on one side. And that sticky literally gets on your needle as you sew. No matter what you do, it cannot be avoided. End up with a little bit of gunk. And when I say a little bit, it's just a smidgen. It's almost like a piece of dust sitting on your machine. Well, to clear that off, because as you're going along and you're looking down at your needle, you're going to see it. I mean, you can't help but see it. As you're sewing, just every now and then when you stop, you take a little alcohol, rubbing alcohol, which is just your plain ordinary alcohol. You put it on a Q-tip or a cotton swab or a Kleenex. I usually use a Kleenex because that's what I got in here. And then you wipe your needle up at the top where it's at. And it comes off immediately. It doesn't affect anything. And you know, alcohol goes away with the air, so it doesn't damage your machine or anything, because once you come down with it, you're going into the material, so it's wiped off, and you can wipe it off. But anyway, I looked all over for my alcohol, and I haven't got a bit of alcohol, and I only keep my alcohol in this room. So it's normally right here on the floor by the ironing board, but since I couldn't even find it, I didn't want to show you I should have went ahead and just showed you the little clunk on there of glue. But I didn't, because I didn't even have the alcohol to take it off. So I had to literally just sit here and rub it off. But anyway, so now I have it. So I will show it to you on this next one that I do, because of course it's going to get on that too. Then I wanted to show you that I have what a lot of people, normally it comes in your sewing machine. You know, the little drawer that you got there at the front part of your sewing machine. Now, this is only going to be on the machines that have the what do you call it? Oh my goodness. I guess I want to call it it's not the carriage. It's the part here that's flat on your machine when it gets moved. I'll show you a shot right here on my sewing machine. So this here comes off so that you can use this little piece here. It's about that wide to sew cuffs or around the bowl or whatever you're going to do. So this has to come off in order for you, and then when this is removed, normally when you get your machine, you'll have one that comes right up here in the front, which I have. It's in the drawer over there. And then you just lift it up and it has all your little items in it. You have like a seam ripper will be in there. You have a couple of bobbins. You'll have a place to put your thread, little snips and that kind of thing. Well, along with that, you normally get what you can buy from, which I have picked up a couple of them. Here from Madam Sew, is that what it is? Yeah, Madam Sew, the Ultimate Needle Threader. Now, this is if you don't have a self-threader, all of a sudden your eyes don't work, and now you need something to literally thread your machine with. It looks like this, in case you all got one and you're going, what the heck is that thing? I just left it in my machine because I don't know what it is, okay? So this helps you to thread your machine when you don't have a threader. And, of course, it comes with directions. And it says, the Ultimate Needle Threader and Inserter User Instructions. So it shows you how to do it. And I will show you how to do it on that other sewing machine because it does not have any kind of threader. Now, this one is self-threading. The other machine that I have, normally they'll have a little foot here on the side that you just pull down and it will automatically thread your needle, which is sort of like what this does. And I'll give you a preview of what that does for all of those that got one and just set it aside. And hopefully you didn't think it was wrong when it came with your sewing machine and throw it away. Because I know there's many a times when I got a new machine, when I was new and I would get something and I would think, does this really go to my sewing machine? Should I be pitching that or what should I be doing with it? I never pitched it. That was for darn sure. I'm never throwing anything away when it comes to sewing machine because you never know. Now there's another really good handy thing that they have. And it's called a ruler seam guide. Now, I believe I got one. Actually, I've gotten two of them because I got them in different boxes that I got. This is what it looks like. And I don't know if where I got it from, if they put their name. Hold on, let me. Okay, so this one came from the Fat Quarter shop. And it's called the same exact thing. The only thing is they put their name on it. Let me get some of the dust off. I got this one sitting on the right of the machine. And let's see, it's the same exact size. It's identical. This is what it looks like. Let me see if I can do it so y'all can read it. It's So Emma. That's what I want to call it their theme. This is from Madame So, right there. Okay. And it's a really neat little guide, and it teaches you how all these little things right here are holes, okay? And so they have a number, like the first one says 1 inch. So from the corner of this to that little hole is 1 inch. So if I put this up against my sewing machine like this and put the needle in, go this way, my sewing machine is the opposite. So let me put this down here real quick and I'll show you. Hold on. I have it in that first little hole. And now I could put something up against this ruler here and I would have 1/8 of an inch as I sewed in that position. Now you can't change your needle position once you have found out where the 1/8 inch is. See, I can't take this off, okay, because it's in there. And that's where you would put your block or whatever, because what comes with this is this right here. Now this came with the one in the package. So it's the little seam guide. And you take it like this, and it's magnetic, and you put it up against, you take that, you stick it right up against there, and now you have 1/8 inch. I haven't even taken it out of the package. And you can tell it's magnetic because it was holding on tight. And it even tells you the directions on how to do it. So this and this, they come together, okay, in a package. And then what you do is you just back your thing out. Let's say you want a 1/4 of an inch. You move it over. Let's see if I can get down in a 1/4. There we go, I think. There we go. So there's 1/4 inch. And as you can see, you would put it up there. You'd put that up against it. And then you sew against that. And then that automatically is your 1/4 inch seam allowance right there. All right, so this is a pretty neat little tool. I really liked it when I got it in my box. So the last thing I want to talk about now is something else that I found on the internet. And it's just like that, except a little different. So this here is a very heavy duty. Now don't think that this is going to demagnetize your sewing machine. They're not going to make something that's going to damage your sewing machine. But this one, you find out where your 1/4 inch is. I have it lined up. And I cannot put this up against this foot because this actually has a place to lift to put your fabric underneath to hold it as it goes by. Now this is one off of the internet. The thicker your fabric, the more you turn this screw, because as you turn it, it lifts this foot right here. As you can see the screw down there. As it falls down, it's lifting up this thing here. All right? That is to do the straight stitch. So if you use your fabric, it just goes straight along. Now, if you want to do the curve, you take this off and you turn it this way. Let me get it to work here. There we go. Like this. Let me move it out here a little bit because I don't want my foot in the way of it. And that's the 1/4 inch. And then this would go around in a circle. And I'll demonstrate that too for you. But I thought that this was pretty good for the part right here. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I thought that was pretty good. Now, my 1/4 inch, when I fix my sewing machine, my 1/4 inch is right here along this foot. And I already know that. And you can't get this up against that because this is in the way, see? So in my case, I have to come up here, which is still magnetic because this whole entire thing is magnetic, and put it right there where it would go right at that 1/4 inch, and then put your fabric underneath it. And see how that lifts? As you can see it, the thicker the fabric, So you could still use this with really, really thick fabric. I hope everybody can see that. And then just put it down. I have not tried it out yet. This is the first time just putting it here on my machine and showing it to y'all. Based on that bag, you can always make that bigger. You know that you can. Hopefully this video isn't too long and does not take me forever to get up. But the reason I wanted to get started on that April block is that Monday is the 17th, which is St. Patty's Day, and my block is going to work on the 17th. So within a couple of weeks, it'll already be the next month of April. And then also in April is Easter on the 20th. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do another block, or maybe I should go find some little bunny rabbits. I don't know if I could draw a bunny rabbit. And put it at the bottom down there by underneath the umbrella. That would be pretty good. So I'll give that some thought before I do that block. All right. And I'll show you guys, because come May, it's Mother's Day. So I don't know if I want to do like a bouquet, some flowers, something like that representing Mother's Day. So and then I'll have to come up with ideas for June. Don't want to be broadcasting my birthday month, but I mean, I don't want to say happy birthday to myself in the month of June, because then I'm going to get all these comments out of work. So forget that kind of stuff. And so I'm not quite sure if I want to do something. I mean, we know that July is 4th of July, but I don't know if June I want to do the, I guess I could do the Father's Day. That sounds like a pretty good idea. What are y'all's thoughts? You want to do Father's Day in June, July 4th for July, and then what do we do for August? Because that's telling to August is back to school, but I mean, short of putting a little notebook or kids or something, something's going on in August. It seems like there's something going on in every single month. Just give me a heads up, whatever. So I hope this video isn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. You all can make a comment. Tell me what you think. If you think you would rather see a bigger bag than the one that I'm going to make, the one out of that little birdhouse and stuff from that vinyl, I can do that. I think I'll get on one of the websites and see if I can get a colored vinyl, because I've only got the see-through. And I'm not sure what kind of fabric I'm going to use for that project yet. Maybe I'll use some type of batik. That'll be real nice looking through that see-through vinyl. Okay, thanks everybody for watching and listening to all my rambling. And next video, I should not have this raspy voice that's going on. I should be totally well if I'm lucky. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Welcome, everybody. Bye-bye. I want to come back. I forgot to tell you. Of course, you know, I had to go and give this to my daughter. So, you know, everything's on hold with these boxes because I can't get her over here. If it's not one thing, it's another. So, go ahead and add another box because I feel like it's taking me forever. So, instead of 5, now we're going to do 6. And I did tell her that we'll just go through all these boxes I've got in the other room because I know I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to put in a box. But if you guys would like one of these, if somebody thinks that one of these need to go in the box, let me know. I got another one in the drawer. I can pop that in the box and give it away. Not that it'll be in all the boxes because they're all going to be different anyway. It'll just be fabric and doodads and whatever. But if you think that's a good idea, I'll stick it in there. Okay? All right. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye again.